Morning. Going to try English country lanes. Imagine some moorland in the background. I've had my palette locked up in the Ziploc bag since Saturday, so it's fairly moist. So I'll give it a little bit of a spray. Okay, so I've been to Bodmin many times. Well, through Bodmin mostly, on our way to North Cornwall. But a beautiful, beautiful place. So I'll wet the paper all over. With so many videos up now, it's getting very difficult to find new things to do. As I paint mostly English country landscape. Adventures into Wales and Scotland, with the drama of it. So just give the painting or the paper a wet all over. My palette is lemon yellow, raw sienna, alizarin crimson light, red, ultramarine, burnt umber, Payne's grey, and burnt sienna. Just get my cloth off the top here. It's the Fabriano £130 and a 2-inch hake. Somebody asked what size brush I use for the line and wash, but they're mostly just, I don't know if you could call them a rigger. They're quite small. I think this is a number one. Yeah, number one, Sapphire Robert Simmons. I bought this one in Florida last year. It's a fairly short brush. It does the marks. It's really what brush makes the marks that I want rather than what particular size. I mean, I was using a stick to do them, but anyway, let's put in a bit of a raw sienna wash. Just to warm up the landscape, and then a bit of blue and ultramarine for the cloud, keeping one side bright. Okay, I have a fairly high horizon. I want to counter change the light top of the landscape with some light landscape, the sun just breaking through on here. So we'll just continue with those colours and just put in a and we'll go in here with some sienna, a bit of lemon yellow, a bit of red, just to show the light just catching. A bit of Payne's grey with the yellow here. I'm going to put a big bank here, and we'll go in with some darker greens. A bit more blue on the top there now. Okay. I can add a little bit of detail on this as I get into the picture a bit more, so I'll just put a bit of blue in there. That was to be darker on the top, I think, just to look brighter, more counter change between that and the brightness of the sky. Well, that'll do. Right. put some fields. Very easy to get carried away doing all these. As small as we go to the horizon, that'll do. Let that merge in a bit, and we'll put some darker bits. Right, okay, that will do. Now I'm going to put in a bit of a heavier tree here, bush, catching a bit of light, so plenty of now get some darker green at the base of that with the shadow. I can put some branches on there and trunks in there. It's got a bit darker there. And we'll just show a bit of this hedgerow coming down here to a fence. Right. So a nice bright green now to come down here. So lemon yellow, touch of Payne's grey. And we'll vary some warm in there as well. Brush is a little bit split here. Now some darker greens. Just trying to keep some warm in the foreground here. Paper's getting quite nice and dry now. And just some little bits of shadowy. Right, now we've developed this bit here. We've put in some nice greens. We try to remember that I want to put a couple of figures in this. There's a fence coming up here I'm going to put in. I'm using a photo off the internet, but can't show you what it is because I have to get done for copyright. But I'm not copying it anyway. I'm just using it as a base for the painting. Right, let's get in this nice yellow field. But use a variety of colours, don't make it too flat. But I want the light to go into this field here. Right, I'm going to put in the hedgerow, a little bit of a hedgerow along there. So, burnt sienna, Payne's grey, lemon yellow, nice dark, rich dark. So, right, we'll just put some clumps of grasses in here. Just a bit of shadow in the foreground here, just showing a bit of green. And we'll put in the path. So just a bit of blue and the red. That always looks a bit quite good. Slightly on the blue side. Okay, right, I'll give that a bit of a dry now, or in a swig of tea. Right, okay, so using the 1 inch flat, I'll mix up a bit of burnt umber, bit of blue, bit of grey. So carefully just and then we'll put the gate going across here. Now, just a bit of a hit and miss. Right. That one's gone a bit thick. But never mind, doesn't matter. Now I'll put a bit of shadowy green around the base of those just to anchor them into the landscape. Really thick paint, warm darks. So a little bit here. Right, just a bit of dark over the foliage now, that's all dry. Okay, So I reckon I could get a figure up there. Let's do a bit of rigger work now, just a little bit. So just the trunks. Just use a warm, dark grey and the burnt sienna. Don't put too much in, leave some lost and found. Had a bit of a mystery, let your brain do a bit of work. Okay, rotary clip. Now, I want to put in some overhead foliage. So I'll dry my hake, and just to frame the picture, but you need to put some water on your palette, otherwise you won't have anything to dilute or soften your paint with. So then we get all these points on the hake. So we'll do yellow, nice yellow, and a bit of grey, and got to break my brush up again. Catching more light here, but try not to repeat yourself. It's hard to do when you don't know where the points of the brush are going. And there's some nice dark in the shadow of this. And then we'll do some over the other side. And some nice yellow in here, coming in from off stage. Clean the brush until we get some pure yellow in there. Right, so we'll put in some branches now. I'll use the hake for that. So Payne's grey, bit of burnt sienna. Try and keep the hairs together. No, I'll use the rigger. After treating the brush so badly. Right. I might just go over that with a bit of heavier stuff. Let's just put in some few flicks and flourishes in here. Right, now figure there's a bit of red ish, bit of alizarin. Let's try a bit of alizarin, a bit of raw sienna. And let's figure here. Jeans. Well, the light is sort of coming towards us a little bit. Okay, a little bit of shadow in. Let's just mark the edge of this path here. Okay, right, I can't see I can do much more to it than that. We'll just sign it. Put a couple of birds in as well, I think. Sign it here. Right, okay. Let's put it in the blue mount, I think. I could make some adjustments to the fence. Now the light is coming towards us really, so let's just lift out. We're going to change that a little bit. Catching a little bit of light. I'll put a little bit of a push over that because that is not good. That's too big, that one. Right, I'll have to make a little bit of an adjustment. So, go back to the dark green, lemon yellow, burnt sienna, and lemon yellow. So let's just blot that one out. It's going to show against the background a bit too close in should have been more careful with the tree, I mean with the fence. Why do I do that? I have to make certain corrections and I'll do the same over here. Right, well I don't reckon that looks too bad, does it? Right, let's let that go. Right, I'll bring the camera around a little bit, and then we'll see if we can get that fairly straight in there. Well, there we are. So, Bodmin Moor. Let's zoom into it. So what I've done, I've tried to give an impression of the light shining on the hills here, counter-changed against the darker sky. Just a bit of light breaking through. We could have probably taken it a bit further, but you don't think about that at the time. So there's the elderflower type of tree, elderberry tree, elder, and we come across the landscape to the other side with the tree showing some spring growth coming from off stage. We'll go down the path, along the path to the little figure, just walking towards the fence or thereabouts. The 5-bar gate, typical of English and Welsh, UK landscape. I'll zoom out of that and just leave you with it for a few seconds. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. The country lane in Cornwall. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.